Today, I'm going to demonstrate a simple way in which student and teacher can incorporate metacognition skills or strategies in the classroom to help students to deepen their understanding of what they're learning in the classroom. Metacognition utilizes 5 subcategories. As you watch this video, see if you can identify the 5 subcategories in which metacognitive skills have been incorporated or utilized between the teacher and the students in the classroom. Hello students, welcome to another class session as we continue to do our language arts from our theme about the ocean. Today we are going to be reading about the Great Barrier Reef, and we are going to be using some special strategies to help us to think more deeply about what we are going to read. Just before we go into our reading, let's look at how the article is organized and to see how it can help us to better understand the main ideas in the text. Let's do it.
By skimming the text for headings, subheadings, and key sections, students can preview the main ideas and concepts to better understand the structure and content of the material.
Okay students, now that we have taken the time to skim through the text, how can this help us to understand the main ideas better? Alright students, before we start reading, what we want to do, we want to rehearse some key words, some key ideas, and some vocabulary words to help us to better understand as we read through a text. So we want to look at keywords like coral reef, marine life, and diversity. Does anyone have any idea about these keywords? Yes.
Rehearsing the necessary vocabulary and phrases beforehand helps students to articulate their thoughts more effectively during oral and written tasks related to the text.
And how can those ideas help you to put your thoughts together for the summary later on? How will you use your organizer to help you to organize your thoughts and ideas to help you better summarize what you're reading in this section?
Planning the sequence and main points of summary or presentation ensures that students can clearly and coherently express their understanding of the material.
Why do you think this section is important? What ideas are you getting?
The ideas that I'm getting is without the Great Barrier Reef, there wouldn't be a home for many animals in the sea.
I love it.
Focusing and highlighting keywords, phrases, and important details allows students to identify and retain crucial information within the text.
Okay, students, let's take a moment to reflect on your journal about what we have been learning about the Great Barrier Reef. What did you learn about the Great Barrier Reef today? Write in your journals.
Reflecting on their performance after completing the reading activity enables students to assess how well they have comprehended the material and identify areas for improvement.
Okay, students, let's get back together now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have you placed in groups of 2, and you are going to be discussing your summaries about the Great Barrier Reef with a partner. Let's do that quickly together.
Didn't you think that it was cool that the Great Barrier Reef is full of all these diversity and life?
Yes, it was very cool that I was able to learn that the Great Barrier Reef was like super big and long and has a lot of wildlife in it.
Okay, students, we're going to be wrapping up our class today, but just before we wrap up our class, I want you to tell me some of the things that you have been learning today about the Great Barrier Reef.
Okay, what I learned from this text is that the Great Barrier Reef is the most diverse place in the world.
What I learned is that when coral aren't properly taken care of, they can die and they turn white. And coral isn't really a plant, but coral is an animal, and that's why we need to protect the barrier reef so that it can stay alive.
Wow, this is so amazing. You have written a fantastic summary of what you have been learning today. I'm so proud of you. This is a good job. Keep up the good work. Metacognition is a strategy that teachers can use in the classroom to help students to think more deeply about what they're reading in order to deepen the understanding of students and to help students to reflect upon their own learning to improve outcome.